So you've bought GHPC on early access, or maybe you're thinking, it looks kinda cool, but you don't know much about it. Well, here's a quick rundown of the most basic tips you'll need to know in order to get the most out of this game as it is right now in early access. Let's start with the one that should be the most obvious. After the game loads and you select instant action, you'll see a list of scenarios on the left, and this handy drop-down menu for changing the map location, which is how you'll find the other scenarios. I've met at least one person so far who didn't realize this, so that is our first official tip. Now on to bigger and better things. Before you ever set foot on the virtual battlefield, it is a good idea to visit the game's website. Some reviewers have criticized the lack of tutorials and documentation in the game. However, the readmes are found on the game's website at the present time. Check the description for the links. Once you've spawned into a mission, don't forget your two most handy keyboard shortcuts. Like most games, M will open the map, but the most powerful keyboard shortcut is F1, which lists the controls of your vehicle. Take a mission or two out on the proving grounds to learn the controls. That way you know how to restock your ammo, switch sights to thermals, slow down time, get used to the traverse rate of your turret, all that kind of stuff before going out onto a mission and getting frustrated. Speaking of the traverse rate, remember it is easier to make large turret movements outside of the zoomed view, so don't stay zoomed in the entire time. Before I go any further, just a quick reminder to please like and subscribe. It really helps out a lot when y'all do that. But enough of that, let's just move on to some combat tips at this point. When playing a combat scenario, don't be a stationary target. Make good use of movement and try to use the environment to stay alive. When your commander announces a target, you can hold the space bar to allow the commander override and turn the gun to the target. With American tanks, if you hold the target in your sights for about 1.5 seconds before hitting the E key to laze, you'll get an accurate range and lead calculation. Alternatively, you can reset the firing computer with left Control E and use the sights to aim manually. The current Soviet tanks laze for range and Delta D only, not for lead, so for more information about how that works, check out again the links in the description for the documentation. At the end of a mission, always take time to carefully review your hits, sometimes even your misses. They can provide useful feedback to you and increase your aim and effectiveness in future missions. As new developments arise, stay up to date by joining the official subreddit for the game. That should be enough to get you started with the GHPC Early Access on Steam. Don't forget again to please like and subscribe and check out our other videos.